Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your weekend reading for this weekend of April 10th to the 13th. Keep in mind that time is fluid, Leo. This is your channel, and we're going to start off this reading with a number. To see what number Spirit is highlighting for you for the weekend, and you have number 15 with I Am Wise. Your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm-hearted words of wisdom. All right, number 15 coming through here for you, Leo, for the weekend. Some of you born on the 15th. It doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. But this card is affirmation is I am wise. So when this card comes through, there could be people that are asking you about your opinion, asking you about something that they know you have wisdom in. They know you have studied it. They know you have some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe even experience with something. So some people may definitely be coming your way this weekend with needing, or at least wanting, your help, your words of wisdom. So let's see what else you got going on here. We have Sun and Leo. All right, your card coming through, card number 5, with joy, a time of celebration and success. Now, some of you may definitely have something to celebrate around this time. Others of you, there could already be something planned for you this weekend where you are finding yourself celebrating either yourself or another person. But this is a very high vibrational card. The card literally says joy, happiness, feel good energy. There definitely could be something that you're doing or discovering around this time that's bringing you a lot of joy. Ruled of the 5th house, obviously card number 5 here. Leo, you do rule the 5th house. You are the 5th zodiac sign in the zodiac wheel, and you have number 15. So, you know, this type of combination of cards gives me that somebody like either wants your wisdom to be a part of their life. This also gives me like weirdly, I'm getting like public speaking or performer energy. 5th house rules that energy of entertainment, performing, putting on a show, being in a spotlight. So for some of you, that definitely can make sense for your weekend. But others of you, it could be unexpected that somebody is like wanting you to even talk to multiple different people. So Sun and Leo coming through. This is your card. I know not all of you have a Sun and Leo on this channel. I know some of you are rising in Leo or moon in Leo. Does that mean that this reading cannot resonate to you because the sun placement came out? Absolutely not. It could absolutely still resonate with you, but there's a really high vibrational energy. And you know that quote, the more you know? I feel like for some of you, you are gaining knowledge and wisdom about something, and it's bringing you joy. It's bringing you that sense of knowing, and something that was once maybe uncertain or you didn't have the wisdom on, it looks like you have it now. So let's see, your moon card is bring love into the situation. This is your sister sign with new moon in Aquarius. So, some of you may have to be the one that reinstills the high vibration in a situation. If there are people around you that are arguing, or there's people around you that are butting heads or finding themselves in obstacles, I feel like you're the energy to balance everything out this weekend. Now, it could be family dynamic. It could be friend dynamic. It could be something that's in terms of like coworker or whatever. But it looks like you're the one that's supposed to bring love and high vibration back into the energy. You are the wise counsel this weekend. This kind of does give me slight mediating energy where you'd have to be the one to kind of bring happiness back into the situation. Aquarius is your sister sign. So Aquarius is your total opposite. Aquarius has a very strong skill of being able to look at a situation from all different sides of the story. Instead of just looking at one perception, Aquarius is able to look at like 5 different perceptions at the same time. And I think I just said that when this reading hit 5 minutes. So that's also weird. You do have 15. This card is 5. So I'm going to say to pay attention to the 5s for sure. Because I think I just looked down. And when I said that, it was at 5 minutes. So you are definitely the one that can see all perceptions. You can see all sides of the story, you know. That you'd make a great therapist if you are that way. But let's see. And I kind of do get that, like, therapist energy, like somebody needing your advice, or, you know, when someone just, like, reaches out to you and they just feel the need to tell you something that occurred and they just need your feedback to feel a little bit better. Somebody may definitely reach out to you and they're like, Leo, I need you to help me feel like I'm not going crazy. So I really feel like there's something like that here. Your unicorn is the Christ. You know, interesting that he came out, because I was going to use this unicorn deck last week. Maybe I did or maybe I didn't, but I thought to myself after Easter, oh, I should have used the unicorn deck to see if the Christ comes out. So the fact that he did now come out, even like maybe, what has it been, like 72 to 90 something hours since Easter. Pretty auspicious that the Christ did come through, and right after the weekend of the 4-4 portal, and this card is number 44, open the door to the kingdom of heaven. So when this card comes through, think about Christ consciousness, right? You might not be religious. I grew up Christian, but I'm no longer religious. Do I believe still that this existed and certain stories in certain ways could have been true? Absolutely. But this card specifically, don't let it throw you off, because I know certain people are like, no, I don't want to see that. But listen, it's called Christ consciousness. So Christ consciousness is seeing the good in all situations, right? And you have bring love into the situation. So it's like you're the person who holds the Christ consciousness this weekend specifically. You're the energy to bring everybody back down into the world. You're the energy that is supposed to be here to stabilize and to bring light in a situation that has darkness in it. This is a very, very, very specific reading so far. I mean, there's your light with the sun in Leo. There is the bring love into the situation with the new moon in Aquarius. And then you have the Christ. It's very, very specific that you are the light that is supposed to shine through a dark time this weekend. For another person, for yourself, for a community at large. You're the handler of light this weekend. And the Christ energy will assist and will help you. So, let's see what your tea leaves are before I get your tarot out. First tea leaf is the staff you will be taken care of in difficult times. Beautiful. Right underneath the sun in Leo. You have the ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So some of you are giving somebody marriage advice this week. Business advice. This could be for you as well. There could be some type of commitment that is coming your way, romantic or business, and you have the desk. Pay attention to your work. So with the desk coming through specifically, that gives you an indication of, you know, whatever situation is going on around you, don't let it distract you too much. Don't let it phase you too hard, because that definitely could be something that comes up when the desk comes through. Because obviously the desk comes through to remind you to pay attention of your work, which shows me that there's something that could come through this weekend that does have the power to cause you to lose a little bit of focus or feel distracted. All right, let's see. Pay attention to staff symbolism, ring symbolism. And the desk has like feather pens on it and like pieces of paper there. Some of you may get a new desk for your work in terms of being super literal here. All right, let's see. Your overall energy from your tarot theme card is well-deserved reward. Beautiful. This is a very abundant card. If you see this person is standing all the way on top of a pedestal, he is glowing, he or she, it doesn't matter. But the Nine of Pentacles brings you a sense of abundance, feel good energy, feeling like you have enough, feeling like you're finally reaching a new level of abundance for yourself. And, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is an energy that feels like they have a good amount of sense of resources, a good amount of sense of knowledge, wisdom. And I feel like not only are you going to, it seems like, be rewarded around this time, some type of commitment could be taking place, but there could also be this acknowledgement in your soul. I feel like whoever you are helping around this time, or whoever comes in for help, I feel like there is recognition of reward with that. Like this person may say, Leo, thank you so much. You helped me so much, or you impacted my life so much, or there's something like that here where not only are you receiving a reward, but I get recognition with it at the same time. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles clarified by, let's pull out your spread now. Oh, and I have good news that I'll let y'all know at the end of the reading. Nine of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. Yes, so beautiful sense of happiness, overall energy of happiness. Now, you know, Leo, this could definitely be a situation that has to do with home or family or just like close-knit connections. And even the overall energy, you are the one, you know, just this one dude standing up here that's going to create overall happiness for, it looks like, multiple energies. Some of you may get a job or open up a practice to be like a therapist that deals with like couples and families. Some of you are already that. Let's see what's coming your way this weekend is the Four of Pentacles. Your influence is the Lovers. I'd watch your spending. Watch your spending. I feel the need to say that, at least for a period of time. Yeah, you may feel like you have enough and stuff like that, but, you know, sometimes when we have like an extra couple hundred or couple $1,000s that we don't feel like we usually have, sometimes we're like, oh, okay, how can I spend this? So it is giving you a slight energy of don't overspend. Your unexpected energy is the Eight of Cups. Your advice is the Four of Wands. And your outcome for the weekend is the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So what's coming your way is the Four of Pentacles. That's where I feel the need to tell you don't overspend. Yeah, you may have a little extra around this time, you know, whatever. We still are in the position of maybe tax moments, either having to pay it or receiving refunds, you know. If you're getting a refund around this time, I would say don't blow it all just yet. I do feel like you could be feeling like you're being taken care of financially, but for some reason I'm getting don't blow it all at once. On the Lovers of your influence, it definitely does look like you have a highlight of people this weekend for whatever reason why. Eight of Pentacles in your unexpected energy. There is a release of emotions. There is you walking away from something. Doesn't necessarily mean literally. It could just be inside of you. You're getting over something emotionally. Let me clarify this before I get to your advice and outcome, because I want to see what clarifies those two. I really do want to see what clarifies the Four of Pentacles as well. So let's see. The Moon, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so there's going to be more expansion to your energy, and the King of Cups. There's also a conversation coming your way. You know, you could receive some type of confession this weekend from somebody, right? It could be that person that feels like they need your help and your assistance. Others of you, it could be something different. But it does look like somebody could unexpectedly open up to you around this time. I do feel like somebody could slightly trauma dump on you a little bit. You know, when somebody just like feels like they're just like saying so much to you and you're just like, whoa, where did all this come from? They're doing it because they feel like this is their way to stabilize their emotions. And unfortunately, or fortunately, because, you know, if you're actually a therapist and you're getting paid for it, then that's great. But, sometimes we don't get paid to hear people out or receive or give advice or people venting. But I do get somebody venting to you really strong, or some type of confession coming through. You could also find that somebody who was once very stubborn and opening up is like loosening up a little bit. You may find that somebody is like warming up to you. Maybe there were somebody around you that just has like a RBF, like what they call like a resting bitch face. Maybe they crack a smile or say hi this weekend. But there's definitely looks like somebody's gonna crack. But it doesn't look like it's a bad crack. It might seem like it's overwhelming or just like, whoa. But I don't really get that this is like argumentative, if that makes sense. What I feel like too? There could be like a certain family member, like a certain coworker, just a certain person you see that just like always looks like very just stern and serious. For some reason, I get like you're the person to make somebody smile this weekend, where they usually come across very serious, very stern, very maybe unapproachable. Let's see. On the lovers, with your influence, we have the King of Wands. Yep. The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you are the stabilizer of balance. You are the one to get everybody to stop yelling at each other. You are the energy that gets that person to crack. Like there's something going on here in your energy where people just can't help but be positive around you. And that's what happens when the Christ card comes out. And this card does not come out often. It just doesn't. And I find it very auspicious that it decided to come out around this time, since we kind of just had Easter, and Orthodox Easter is actually this weekend too. So the energy of Christ being in a collective state of awareness is being highlighted, which I find it so cool how the cards know this type of stuff. But anyways, moving on to your influence. You are just the one. It's like you have what do they call that? The key that opens all doors? The skeleton key? Or the master key? Something like that. It's like you have the master key to heal this situation. To bring love into this situation. To get that person that never smiles to smile. Like there's something here. Like your aura holds like a master key this weekend. So I would take advantage of that. Your unexpected energy with the Eight of Pentacles. We have Eight of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords. Wow, you're getting over some big energy. You're releasing a lot of things. You're releasing a lot of pain. You're releasing a lot of maybe trust issues or avoidance. Ten of Pentacles, like I said, you have the Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Pentacles here twice. This definitely could be some type of family dynamic situation. It doesn't have to be. But it could be that you unexpectedly are the one to heal a family dynamic. And the Six of Pentacles and regain balance. For some reason, you are the keeper of the scales this weekend. You are the one that can balance out situations. On the Four of Wands as your advice, which is actually stability, balance, that like strong energy of I guess you could say security. And it's also Four of Wands, happy energy, high vibrational energy, exactly Three of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. So enjoy the spotlight. You may be getting a lot of attention this weekend. Some of it is being asked of help or assistance from you, right? Three of Pentacles. You see that one person at the top? That's you. These are the two people that are learning from you or being mediated from you, or you are helping. That's you at the top in this reading. Now, could it be vice versa? Could you play a different role in this? Maybe you're the one that's having drama and somebody else helps you. Sure. But the way I'm getting it, it seems like you are the helper. And you're advised to do so. I really feel like there could be some really nice karma that comes from this moment. Especially with all like the scale energy. Ten of Pentacles in your outcome with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Cups. There you are. You're the one bringing love into the situation, getting that really stubborn person to smile, to talk. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's just your aura. It's just your vibration. It's just like what you put off. It's your personality. It's your attitude right now that is just very captivating and very magnetic to people that either A, need assistance, B, need some light in their life, or need love to be brought back into a certain situation. And it looks like, Leo, you're the one to do it. This is a very, very, very specific reading. And I feel like whatever's going on for you around this time, whoever's coming your way to help, whoever you're going to get to smile, whoever you're going to get to laugh, whatever the case may be, it's almost like, you know, when there's somebody super depressed around you and they haven't laughed in a while, and like you make a joke and then all of a sudden they're like cracking up, and they may even say to you like, wow, I actually haven't laughed like that in a good amount of time. Like there's something going on here like that. Now, keep in mind, there's also some type of commitment energy that could take place, romantic or business, with that ring coming through. And ask to pay attention of your work. So if you have been feeling distracted or lost focus, this weekend is to get your focus back into your work. Let's see what your star codes, Astro Ending Oracle, is for you this weekend in terms of zodiac signs in the spread. That could be around you or in your chart. You have Leo and Aquarius, the two sister signs there. We also have Pisces, Gemini. Who else came through? Pisces and Gemini, yeah. Okay, so let's see your ending oracle. Pay attention to the 5s, and I would pay attention to the 4s. All right, your ending oracle is Cancer with Immerse, card number 4. Dang. If this doesn't have to do with people you live with or did live with or people who live with each other, there's something that's being highlighted about your home base here for some reason. Maybe like a landlord or a neighbor or something. All right. Cancer is symbolized by a crab who asks us to dive deep into the sea of emotion and come back home again. The crab carries its protective shell, however. This moon-ruled cardinal water sign signifies nutrition in and out of the body and is connected to the breasts and the stomach. Your action is be the emotional leader and connect with the parent archetype. If you're in need of parenting yourself, reach out to the Divine Mother and Father, to the earth beneath the sky above, and feel held. If you're called to parent others in this situation, holy moly. Whether in love or work, do so with a balanced approach of honest feedback and support and self-care. Nurture without enabling. Model what you want others to do. Nourish the connections with your chosen family and tribe. Nourish bodies, gardens, communities, and your temple's hearth. Cancer calls us to deepen our relationship to home, but to not get stuck in this protective shell. If you need more out of life, you'll have to leave this safety to find what you need. Find a home base or a safe place within your soul. And from that safety, be ready to brave exploration and risk caring with all of your heart. Your gift with this card is be aware of the psychic pool in which you float. If you feel tossed by the waves or battered by the anxiety of those around you, dive deeper and find the calm below. Float in the ocean of collective consciousness and feel cradled, nurtured by the Divine Mother, fed and cuddled. That was crazy. And this is also card number 4. And just before this reading, just before that card came out, I said 5s and 4s. What a reading, Leo. Is what and you have so much home energy. 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Pentacles twice. Both of those energies rule home energies. So, you know, the ending oracle kind of just put it all together beautifully. So I don't really feel like I have any more to say. But I do have random good news. Guys, so I think I'm going to be able to do readings showing the table and showing my face. I'll probably put the other camera up somewhere here, so it's a direct face of me here, because the video software that I use a Mevo camera. They actually just came out with something called Mevo Studio, and I can take my camera and like, I think I can use a phone. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can use a phone and not another Mevo camera. And it looks like I can jump back and forth with showing you the actual table just like this and showing you my face here and there. Specifically for like reactions and stuff like that, or if like I feel the need to like look into your soul through the camera or something like that. But I'm super excited to get that figured out. It's new. It does seem like Mevo like just put this up, because when I go to the app to start these readings, like how they are regularly, it prompted me to download Mevo Studio. And when I did, it had a dual camera setting. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this the key for me to be both? Because honestly, when I enjoy watching readings where I can see the table. I'm going to be straight up. There's certain readers, I don't mind just seeing their face, but I like table. Because not only are you like absorbing what's coming through, but like once you start to learn and understand tarot a little bit better, when you actually can see it and look at it, like specifically what I just pulled out, you may think of something else too. So, or feel something else of what the message may hold. So I definitely do feel like I'm not just going to do one or the other. That's just not what I wanted to do. So I feel like hopefully this all works out. I'm going to really try to get it fixed up and see how I can work it and get it maneuvered for this weekend. It might not be in your weekly love reading. But for the dailies or the weekend readings, I'm really going to try to go back and forth between table and face, just so we can get a little bit more interactive and kind of help me with doing more face on camera stuff. So that's what I have here for you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Sorry for the lack of dailies this week. I had to take care of all 4 of the animals in this house, and it has just been so much for me to handle on my own. It's taken like an hour and a half from my routine, which that hour is usually towards readings. So, and I have had a lot of, most of you know, I temporarily closed my healing massage studio, because I just got overwhelmingly busy for just myself. Like, there's no way I was going to treat 9 people a day. It was just, like, not happening. I'm super grateful. Okay, I'm extremely grateful it got that busy that quickly. But this week, taking care of 4 animals and also trying to figure out how to reincorporate clients back into my schedule to see hands-on in person has been a lot. I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of text messages, and it just has made me feel like a little bit guilty, where I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry, guys. I got to put myself back into the world. So I'm going to try to maybe do both again. I've gotten a lot of opportunities, a lot of offers for my healing studio. I actually have seen 2 online subscribers at my higher level healing studio, but I had to temporarily close it. I could not handle all of the people. It was just too much for one person. Like I said, I was super grateful, but the place that I was in, it wasn't a place that you can expand and grow in and like hire people to work for me. So I had to leave there no matter what and temporarily close it. But I probably will be in the process of reopening it at the end of the summer. Probably during like Virgo season. But yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of that this week too. A lot of clients just like, hello, where are you? I need you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I always keep y'all updated, but I do apologize for the lack of dailies throughout this week. Next week, you'll get more dailies. You usually get about 3 a week with your weekly and weekend, which gives you about 5 readings a week. And this week, I'm pretty sure you only got like 3. So you'll be back to your regular 5 within the following week. So I do apologize for that. But I love y'all so much. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about random things that maybe some of you don't really care about, which is totally fine. But I'll see and talk to all of y'all soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, Leos.